Hello and welcome to the Hollywood Middle streamer Thea, The Awakening. This isn't Dishonored again, it wasn't Dishonored last week. Dishonored 2, not fucking happening, so it seems. That's just a problem with the game. I don't know whether that's something I'm doing wrong, I don't know what something that is wrong with the fucking... something wrong with the game itself, but it seems to... I'm not the only person with this goddamn problem. Alright, so, Thea. For those of you who don't know, Thea is kind of it's wrong to say it's a squad-based RPG. It's kind of an RPG, it's kind of like a strategy game, but it's very small groups of people. You pick a god at the beginning. As you can see, I've not had the Steam version for very long. I've not really played it, but I've played a bit of it. I've played enough to get to level 2 as Farog, the god of sun and heavy fire, and I'm liking it thus far. I think it's pretty great. Should things, if you guys like it, hit me up and then maybe I'll do a full let's play. But at the moment, just getting into it. But it's got a load of interesting features actually. This game, which we will get to. I don't want your fucking tutorial, you greasy little goblin boy.
Waste. You are a deity of the high pantheon, and you must help your worshippers survive.
I do like about this actually that there are that everything, well, most of the text in it is voice acted, but it's all voice acted by the same guy, so it doesn't come across as like an interesting world full of a variable cast of characters as much as it does some dude telling you a story. And that's, I don't know, I like the way that I like the way it depends. Like, he does the voices as well. It's like a fucking amicable older gentleman just kind of leading you on your way through your... It's like having a kindly dungeon master, which is a force that games don't really explore enough for my taste. Like, what if you just had a kindly dungeon master? And this.
All right. Now, are you absolutely sure? There is no calling me back, you know. Also, when you have time, craft me 10 cooked, baked, or roasted foods. You may want to research some varieties as well.
Yeah, bye, dude. Yeah, the little goblin man is pretty keen on giving you his opinion on what you should do. Yeah, and I think first of all, like, there's a lot of, like, this is all stuff that you... So, like, these are resources that you have to research the ability to go after. So obviously you want to have a look in your, like, what your local area looks like before you decide what you're going to specialise in. We've got some coal, we've got some berries, we've got some fish. There's a spider's nest there. Who are these guys? And yeah, you get little, this will be my... Oh, what's it called? Expeditions! Your expeditions are a collection of dudes that you send off to go out into the world and fight and poke at shit. It's pretty good thus far. I don't know what the fuck is that. And yeah, all the characters, instead of like graphical representations of you dudes, it's just little drawings. So that's what Mildebrawl looks like. And yeah, there's like a lot of these. Like, there's a serious quantity of these little drawings in the game. I've only seen those two before, and I've played it a couple of times. Yeah, so you kind of send your little guys about and explore this fucking dark fantasy world that you're trapped in. What's that? Vine. Alright, that'll be a good place to start in terms of... Yeah, I'll get some of that. Cool. Yeah, because, yeah. And then you have your little group of dudes here, and you kind of, tell people to gather shit for you. You need wood and food just to not freeze and starve to death, which is always nice. Let's get into some combat. Let's see what we're like. Yeah. Right. You approach the beast enough time to decide your plan of action. Best way to target a beast in ROI, better way to save and trigger, we're poisoning planets. Right. Alright, what's weird about this is that, like, so I'm going to try and brew some bait, so we'll begin combat with the concept of brewing. And see, he's really good at brewing, because he's very smart, and my warriors are not very good at brewing. Their stats are quite low because they're very dumb. So let's see if we can get that guy. No, we can't. Alright. Couldn't get the smart guy up front. Yeah, and it's like a card game. So they place cards, then you place cards, and your cards, you attack from left to right, as I understand it. So, yeah, let's drop him in there. And so you take it in turns playing cards. It's, I was gonna say, it's kind of like that. What's it called? The card game in The Witcher, Gwent, but it's absolutely nothing like Gwent. They are absolutely unrelated. I'm just gonna fucking drop everyone in, I think, because like counter-tactic cards stop cards being played, but we don't have any cards that I want to stop being played. So you just fucking drop everyone in and bash it out. You can't get wounded fighting the concept of sickness, but you can get wounded later on if you end up fighting like monsters, like actual monsters, like fights, and never the twain shall meet. You can get wounded in, but fights like this, you can't. I'm gonna lose this one because of poor card placement, aren't I? It's such a pain. Well, I took him down at least. So yeah, so shuffle because I want more. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I don't know, like who goes first is random, and it, like the game makes a point to be like, there's no fucking hidden system here. This is pure randomness, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that it doesn't fuck with you. Which is nice. Like, it's always good to know what you're fucking doing. But yeah, I mean, the pull of this isn't fantasy card battles against the very concepts of sickness. The pull of this is that it's gonna kick your ass. Like, it's a big kind of dispassionate universe in which you're in, and like you can, if you want, like you can have card combat debates with sweet cake and string mint. You can like have cardy based combat debates with like your gods or whatever. Like
across some ruins of an old city.
No, this is almost always a couple of rats and skeletons.
Search the abandoned
Yep. Oh, just rats and bats. Cool. Yeah, see, because that's a gatherer, and then these are warriors, and he's like a healer, I guess. And that's why their stats are so different. Like, healers are, like, she doesn't really have any combat abilities. The higher stats you have, you get combat abilities, and those, like, help dudes out in combat. She seems to be the toughest person I've got, so she goes first. And this is pretty much how the game tends to unfold. There's a lot more complexity and stupid little quests in it later, wherein, like, you can go and like try and get a dwarf guy will ask you to go and chat up a demon for him, and then you go and chat up the demon, and she's, oh, my children were stolen by orcs, so you go and find the orcs, and then you can try and then you have a social battle with the orcs, and orcs are huge and fierce, so you get all these really massive fierce guy card displays, but because they're not very good at socials, all the stats are crap, so because you can talk fucking rings around them. It's that kind of thing. It's interesting. I don't know, I'm enjoying it actually a lot at the minute. Yeah. First action, I can bump him up to first. Yeah. There's no reason not to. And then it's his turn. Yeah, this is just a pack of really low level dudes. Confusion just means they can't attack for turn number 1, because there's 2 turns of every combat. If you confuse them, they can't attack turn number 1, which is fucking handy. That's it's pretty much the best way of doing it, in my experience. And that's it. That's all, because I don't want to play her, because she'll just get hurt. Like, she's not going to do enough damage to justify the risk. There we go. Now they're all... Yeah, so did this without getting hurt, because the last 3 were all confused, and you attack left to right. I don't know why it keeps shifting about. Is it shifting about because okay.
You search the buildings and discover a supply store
sweet
still
quartz.
intact.
Yeah, and you like having a wide selection of different items is kind of handy, because like you can't, as far as I can tell, there's no. Is half my village underwater? No, it isn't. as far as I can tell, there's no like advantage to having like a bunch of different fuck. I don't know, I was going to tell you that. But yeah, there's an advantage to having a bunch of different stuff in that, like, if you have a huge collection of different... Are we just gonna... Oh, no, we're out of movement. So, do I have anything to do in the village? It's this kind of thing. It's like, make some food. No, make some clothes. Fuck them, because they're all wandering around in the goddamn nude at the minute. Is that a better level of... Is that a better quality material than that one? Let's see. Huh. Alright. Yeah, and we're... As you see, we are collecting vines as we go. That should mean we level up, I think. But yeah, this is Thea. Can we get his name? And you're going to be the hard rolling crew. The hard rolling crew. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, they've yeah. I hate it when video games give you this fucking character limit. 15 characters, they told me. Fuck. I've got now. I've got fucking nothing. Let's call him Megadeth. Fucking idiot then, didn't you? Approach the base and have time to decide your plan of action. Smart now, fucking fine. Do it. It's crazy bees. Fun. I'm gonna go first. But they've got fucking 3 attacks, so I'm not too worried about it. Confuse, shield alive, first action. Yeah, get out there, lad. Yeah, the little shield is how much bonus health they get when they start, and obviously attacks out of that don't wound them. But if they manage to get through the shield and attack their health, then they can get hurt, and if they get hurt badly, then they can die. Yada yada yada. It's pretty much standard. That guy isn't wearing a shirt because he's only got 1 fucking shield, so he'll have an item that shields you, which isn't the greatest thing to go into battle with. I've got a couple of shield allies, so we should be fine. Still have some pain. Oh yeah, those little shits are... I don't know, because he only has 1... Yeah, the different weapon types are basically spears do... spears attack in... Is it that direction? Carding the pierce damage space in front of the last card, and he'll type of piercing damage. So if... Yeah, that guy... I don't know why... I don't know... I missed the attack... I missed the order there, but... if you place a piercing damage card, then the card to that side... Is it to that side of him? To that side of him? I think it's to that side of him. If it's the card to that side of him, then that card takes half his total damage when you place it, so you can get in an attack without having to go through the attack system. Slash damage is just normal, and hammer damage hits the first person you hit for whatever, and if there's any attack left over when it moves on, then it kills the next guy. So that's the best kind of damage in my opinion. And yeah, I've just won this now. It is not always this easy though. Like, I'm fighting swarms of bees is the kind of level of combat that I'm at. Oh, and Megadeth have improved. Nice. Oyster. No idea what I should call that. If this does end up being like a continual kind of let's play situation, then I will be obviously taking suggestions. I'm taking suggestions now. I don't think I'm going to receive any. Are you gonna obey me? Are you gonna fucking... Nope. Come on, Megadeth. Do what I want. yeah, just kind of bumming about in the universe at the minute. Get some fucking potions going. Well, that's good. Yeah, she's a gatherer, so she knows what she's doing with herbalism, which is why she's good at potions. This is the kind of game this is, unfortunately, wherein you just kind of, is that card going to be a 3? That is card is going to be a 3. Counter-tactic discards cards that they're going to play, so you can get rid of stuff that's going to be a pain in the ass to you in a second. And when you attack and there's nothing there, then you attack the card behind, which is nice. Nothing there to do. Put this nomad out of his misery. Yeah. That one's out, and then he'll attack that. Alright. See, it's not overwhelmingly exciting yet, but things do get fucking grim later, which is, in many ways, the point of this kind of game. And there's not a lot of interesting shit around here. Excellent. What do you want? Oh yeah. Who is she? What's her job? Oh, she's a warrior. Okay. I like how there's an attractiveness rank, just so there's no confusion as to whether any of you dudes are fit or not. Like, you know who people want to fuck. You know it's fuck all. Crafting books. 3 resources for pasture, because we need wood. We don't have enough wood. We'll get faster at gathering wood. Not worried about it. "44 motherfucking turns, are you joking?" Right, do I have enough food for the moment? I think I do. 22 turns of food, yeah. I'll put him on. Right, so we can get more food in. Dick about, mate. No for you. Can't. Yeah, no, I'm missing one, aren't I? Fuck. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a slightly more placid one than usual. I mean, there will be panicking when shit starts happening later, but for the moment, not a ton going on. Just kind of moseying about. Oh, got another fucking. What's it called? Not interested in that shit yet. Well, Watchtower and Smithy. No, I don't need that yet. Fucking hell. Yeah, because the problem is, basic with anything, you kind of need a good grasp of what you can pick up if you want to be able to have a decent fucking grasp of what you need. Like, if you want to be able to, might get some fucking clay on this. And there is some clay, as if by magic. Yeah, because your what's he called? Your monster squad, Megadeth here, can be inclined to camp and get you some shit. Like, these guys aren't going to be good at this, but they're going to be better than nothing. I want some fucking clay. Wait. And obviously, like, you can change the composition of your little squads and so on. They're not gonna be there long enough for that. Send them over there.
You stumble across some room. One of many
all
buildings
these fucking old
tirelessly
rooms.
searched through contains a closed stash. It takes you almost an hour to
Oh,
open
it's
it,
got a
but
stick in it!
It's not empty.
Mint! I'm dicking about through some ruins and I found a stick, which is exactly what you're hoping for. Is that Atlantis there?
Two of your fellow villagers decided to get married, and since times are dire, it is
Oh!
more important than ever to cherish such occasions. Wedding celebrations last for 7 days, and it is
Fucking hell.
customary to make sure everyone takes part.
Yeah, 20 meat. Jesus Christ. Begin
In honor
celebrations.
of the sun god, the couple begins the ceremony at high noon, when the sun is the strongest. Symbols of the sun god's grace are burned into the skin of the newlyweds to show
Jesus.
they are willing to endure anything for each other and for their god.
We're not fucking
Once
around,
the
are we?
couple proves their physical devotion to their new union, they enter into a storytelling contest where they have to tell a tale of their love and their deeds for as long as they can. This can sometimes last for days. The newlyweds are then blessed by Svarog. Only then
Why the
are the usual libations.
See, that's my kind. Like, you go to a wedding,
Spirit,
you get branded together, and then you spend just hours and hours talking shit about each other, which is every wedding I've ever been to, minus the branding. Which is like half of the story, I guess. The wedding situation did control everyone. You'll see how well you did. Oh my god. Alright. So we enter battle with the concept of hangovers. And that's exactly the way I'd want that doled out, so thank you. Yeah, because you want your highest character going first, because they attack first. Now, hopefully, she'll destroy the very concept of the hangover before it's too late. No, she won't. Okay, they're going to attack her. She's not going to survive that. Neither would she. But I can more afford to lose her, and they'll have to attack her with both to kill her. They're not going to kill her. No one can die, I think, as far as I'm aware in this particular struggle. It's just going to be inconvenient if everyone gets a hangover. So we're doing battle with the hangover now. Oh, what a prick! I mean, I guess she attacks first anyway. Yeah, I'll put her in there at the end. So yeah, I don't think I've won that one, honestly. She's gonna get riggedy wrecked, but come back on that one will get gone. I'm not sure. See what happens. Like that, you grimy bastard. Alright. It's increasingly clear to me that I don't fully understand the way that this card game system works, you know. Oh, fuck off, mate. Now I've got to wait for him to put that thing down. Yeah, so he'll riggedy wreck. Maybe she'll be able to clear... No, she can't clear anything. I've lost this one. Yeah. Yeah, we succumb to the fierce power of hangovers.
The spirits flowed in abundance, so many of you are feeling the effects. The wedding was deemed a great success, and the happy couple begin their new journey.
Fucking hell, 8 days of just everyone feeling like garbage. It's better than the rest of your life, I suppose. Yep. Am I gonna... No, I just fight these fucking animals. It's just... It's deformed bats. Deformed bats are weaker than regular bats. Like, surely if a bat's, like, got fucked up skin or whatever, it's not gonna be hard. It's not gonna be tougher then than it was when it was just a wee flappy little bastard. I'm not afraid of you, you tiny shit bat. Mate. Shield ally. First action if I can. Yeah, fuck you. There we go. That's how that works. Forgot for a moment. Alright. Keep forgetting you only have a couple of turns when you play that. Not that I'm worried or anything, I just don't want to have him to take a fucking wound. Or a pack of shitty little bats. Yeah, fuck you, mate. But yeah, I've always kind of enjoyed these kind of strategy games where it's not particularly... Like, it's not like a total war system wherein you've got to slaughter hundreds of dudes. It's like a very simple, like, oh, you've got to, you've got to handle this card game. You've got to do something that's a bit simple, but that's a bit more interesting, I think, because of it. Yeah. Bat jerky, motherfucker. Bird meat. Where were the bats have the bird meat? Where are the fucking birds involved in that? Bats aren't birds. Like,
Stumble across some ruin. One of the many buildings you tirelessly searched through contains a closed stash. It takes you almost an hour to open it.
It's both a crusher of bones and a crusher of bone. Fucking, there's no convenient way to have that conversation, is there? Is Bone Crusher just better? Yeah, he is. He's twice as good. Oh, that's piercing damage, and piercing damage is good. God fucking damn it. You gonna... Yeah, I can have stupid damage, or I can have... What's that? How much is that? That's 3 Oh, fuck you, mate. You're garbage. 3 damage. Yeah, 3 damage. Yeah, fuck that. It's time for him to have the axe that his sexually charged fucking portrait picture as always implied. And yeah, anything of interest? Nope. Just kind of stood out on this. I have enough food? I've got enough food for 3 more turns. I'm gonna go fucking home. I've only got 5 turns worth of food left. What the fuck is happening to us? Why don't we have any goddamn cabbages? Because no one's gathering cabbages is the reason. Alright. Do you have anyone who just came back who's good at cabbages? He's alright, cabbages? Fuck it. Let's get some cabbages. What's he up to? Oh, he's just my... Is he my healer guy? He's clever enough, I suppose. He's just the wise man who follows us about. Because you do need that kind of thing. Interestingly enough. Do I have a bunch of cloaks I can put on? There's my child stored in my granary. Can I think I can destroy children. Yeah, you can just drop a child there to dismantle. Glad to see someone's paying attention. Alright. It's just 5 armor, isn't it? Alright, so... Any of my warriors dressed like shit? He's not wearing fucking out, is he? He isn't. Alright. Give him a cloak or some shit. There we go. Dashing. Distraction, armor, and folklore. Sneak and hunt damages. Okay. Yeah, like, not all characters have any ability, like, stealth, or what have you. So, like, this woman has, like, a stealth ability. She has, like, 2 for stealth. So, in a stealth challenge, she'd be able to do 2 damage to stealth, the concept thereof, which is how you sneak past things. But, with that in mind, she wouldn't have so much luck. Probably because she's not very good at it. Like, she's only got 2, and the rest of the team wouldn't be able to do any damage to a stealth challenge. And it's weird that's kind of how they do it.
They say she can cure any poison and even heal with.
Cheers for the advice, mate. Yeah, things are just kind of out there in the world, and you've got to kind of figure out how you want to deal with it. And that's pretty much how the game goes. Like, there's not a whole lot of complexity beyond like the goofiness and the. Right, we're gonna starve if we don't start getting some fucking food in. So, you do that now. And you do that now. Because do we have twine? How much twine have we got? 7 twines. Yeah, she can stop crafting them. Because we need 10, and we've only got 7 anyway. We don't fucking need. Can I craft meat? Oh. Oh, I can craft, like, meat and veggie soup. Oh. That would just, I presume that would use more vegetables, and we're kind of low on vegetables at the minute. Oh, we're holding our own on vegetables. What is happening fucking here? Oh, good. Alright. Yeah, we're going up again. Good. Yeah, because you don't want to fucking starve to death. Not be a poor decision. Right, what am I doing? Do I want to build a... I think I want to build one of them fucking buildings, you know. I keep getting lost in these fucking menus. Alright, so wood. Wood. Cabbages. +1 food. Attract humans. Can I make a better one of them? I don't seem to be able to. So that's how we're doing it. Yeah, if you... The difference between... Like, the only way to upgrade your... Yeah, you can do it. Whatever. The only way to be able to upgrade your... buildings is to just build them with better equipment. Like, when you get the menu there to put in different stuff. If you use higher grade stuff, you get higher grade buildings at the end of it. And I think that's quite an interesting fucking way of handling the whole, like, progress system. Like, it's literally just as soon as you can afford to start treating, like, fucking sacred ancient elder wood like you do any other bit of wood, and you start doing well. But yeah, pastures are good because they just give you a bit of free food every turn. That's what I want. I keep going past that, don't I? Get out of here. Alright, so yeah, she can gather twine because it's not fucking that important. Keep her on broccoli, cabbage. No, that's broccoli. That's broccoli? Fucking what am I talking about? That's cabbage. Cabbage in. Cabbage and fucking carrots. Yeah. Which is like the fucking... Like, the fucking basic super crop of people in cold climates, because nothing fucking kills it. Look at that little No. Alright, yeah. I do like this. Are you like, positive you want to kill this kid? Because, like, he's not eating anything. He just lives in your granary. Somehow. Never eating anything. Right, let's make an expedition. And that will be... Is she gathering stuff? Oh, she's that gatherer's not very good at it. She's a healer. See? She's got medic skills. Yeah, so you want one of them, because otherwise your dudes are gonna fucking die. I'm in his beautiful flower cloak. Him and his... He shouldn't be wearing armour. With them shoulders. Get in there, you slag. And... Old McGee. You're also in this one, I'm afraid. Create expedition. I should probably give them some food. Yeah, it doesn't... obviously you gotta pack them up with some... I'm not gonna give them children. But you've gotta pack them up with like food and wood, because otherwise they will just die out there by themselves. And I think that is charming. How much food do I want to give them? Yeah, because they can't make more when they're out there. Create expedition. Yeah, they've only got 5 days worth of food! Jesus fucking piss whiffle! What are you? Oh, you're a stag, okay. Yeah, they can kind of forage for themselves, but it takes them a while because none of them are very good at it. And I could pack them up with someone who's good at it, but I don't want to because I don't really have enough people at the minute. What is there, like... I'm just going to kind of explore my local area, I think. Yeah, getting some, like, quite easy little fights. Try and level some people up. Try and make a bit of progress. Fight those evil weevils and rats and shit. Yeah, let's get smart on this. Let's do some fucking evil goddamn... I want him. Get on the fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Alright. Yes, like, you gotta just hope that you get a good shuffle, and if you don't, you gotta shuffle again, but there's no guarantee your shuffle's gonna be any fucking better. So you're just gonna be in a bit of a shit situation for the beginning of it. Yeah, she'll get through that. And you, mate. Oh no, that was a poor tactical choice because he's not gonna get in there until turn 2. I think I'm gonna make this. I feel confident, but I should not have done that. Yeah, he's gonna try and fuck her up. Oh no, because she'll survive. So we'll only have to take 1 hit, so we will survive until turn 2. Good. Excellent. He will survive long enough to do some damage. Yeah. See, I'm smarter than I thought. Didn't even fucking need it. What? Scaled leather and bird shashlik. Cool. Nice. Went out, found a kebab. I don't know what those animals were doing with their own flesh kebabs, but...
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
Warrior, gatherer, crafting, or wise-ass sage. I need a gatherer right now.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The ghost of a hanged man is seen in your village, haunting your people's dreams. He is seen coming always from the same direction and returning there after several hours of haunting. Your people awake uneasy every night and some become cursed. Your scouts soon mark a possible location of the ghost's home.
Fucking hell. Deforming cut. So it's just made a couple of people in my village ugly, which is... Like, fuck you, mate. You're not any handsomer, you're a fucking ghost boy. I'm gonna get after him. Anything of interest down here anymore? I should probably just go up there and try and sort Ghost Lad out before he becomes fucking troublesome. And he will become fucking troublesome, they always do. Gather! I've got... Oh, my... Look at you, you little smiley bastard. Let's put you on that. Yeah. That handsome little prick. Alright.
It is time for the Night of the Goat, a feast in honor and reverence of the ancestors and forefathers.
Alright then.
You set a table with food and drink, set bonfires in a circle, and begin festivities. But this night, the Ziadi actually appear before you.
Oh, sweet.
One,
I've been uncursed.
An older bearded man speaks with a heavy, coarse voice. You have done us proud, grandchildren. Now we shall cleanse you of any curses you carry. And if your souls are ever burdened by the filth of dark magic, come to a city we once called home and seek us out. And if you prove yourselves worthy, you may be cleansed once more.
Oh, I love that fucking... I love his I love that he does voices. Like, I love that he's... I love that they just hired a voice actor and like, right, we're gonna do like the audiobook treatment for this video game, where you just kind of, you know, just kind of say whatever it is that you want to say about... Because they only have 1 food left. I've got 6 fucking turns of food. Jesus, chums.
An unexpected visitor, Theodore, arrives at your village.
Oh god, it's the tutorial fucking goblin!
Learning how to live in the awakened Thea once more. But the darkness is not gone. Always loop. Oh, so sad to hear you ask this question. Yes, survive you must. Live on. I know some. There have been those who sought to undo this curse.
Yeah, I will take your fucking...
You hear rumors of a band of robbers setting up camp in the area. Some of your food stocks and supplies have gone missing over the weeks.
We've not got any fucking food stocks! We're fucking dying out, you grimy shitheels. Alright. No, let's track them.
Scouts set out to track the bandits, but it seems they're hiding their safe house well. Luckily, you have...
Yeah, that's not going to be a particularly difficult hunting challenge, is it? See, because he's, look at him, a dashing little fuck. Reshuffle. That didn't help. Alright, fine. Yeah, because some characters don't have any hunting ability. They have no, like, their attack is 0 on this. Like, they're just useless. And that's going to be the way it is. She would be useless in a fighting fight, but in a hunting fight, she's the raddest motherfucker in town. That's just how this shit seems to, slam. Alright. However, because I've got so many motherfuckers, I can just absorb, like, their attacks with a meat shield of incompetence. And then drop in some guys who actually know what the fuck they're doing a little bit later. Yeah, it's all, but yeah, because it leans on their gathering skill. Let's just do it. Like, I've definitely got this, but like, yeah. I think it's interesting that, like, it's kind of a Dungeons and Dragons system where everything is rolled. Like, everything is, oh, I roll against your, like, the combat system for Dungeons and Dragons, where, like, everything is like a roll, and you roll to determine, like, what your percentage of victory is, or, like, how much damage you're going to do, whether you're going to hit or what have you. You have to roll that in there. Well, it's kind of like that system, but instead of the dice rolls, it's the card game. You know? So, like, it's the same system for everything, but...
Your scouts mark this place on the map.
Same system for everything, but sometimes it feels slightly more appropriate than others. Mint. So they're fucking yonks away. Yeah, the world quickly just populates itself with, here's a bunch of shit you really ought to be doing, mate. Like, you're not busy. You're not, you don't think you should be taking care of this stuff, buddy? You waggly little goblin bastards. 2 broken skeletons and an unliving corpse, which is, like, I thought was somewhat about a, like, if a corpse isn't living, I wouldn't have considered that notable. But apparently it is. I am going to have to wait until we've got a bit more food so that they can... I don't need any fucking wood. I'm going to stop gathering wood. You can gather wood, you useless bastard. Yeah. Yeah, she can gather that. She can gather wood. It's not hard. Literally grows out... It grows on trees! Just fucking wood. It's not a problem. Roll through some shit. Yeah, it's kind of like Civ, and that some turns you'll be, like, packed with action and excitement, and some turns you'll literally roll in through fucking stuff like this that you don't really care. It doesn't super matter to you. Is that crafting tools? No, gathering tools are way better. Basically you can just build tools that will make you way better at whatever it is you're trying to do. So, like, that's +4 for gathering. So you give them to a gatherer, and suddenly your gatherer is fucking twice as good. Smithing. How many of them can I afford, actually? That'd be worth doing. I cannot afford 2, I can only afford 1. But yeah, like, there's crafting tools and gathering tools and things like that, and they offer different bonuses. Yeah, so it's quite an interesting little system wherein you're constantly encouraged to develop your little town and go out and poke around at all these little systems. Getting some food together now. Nice. I think cooked food does, like, works better in whatever way food can work better than other food. I believe that will give me more bonuses to foods. Okay.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
Child killed a mouse with his bare hands, clearly a burgeoning sociopath. Let's make him a warrior. Killed worked the field for a long time, clearly adjusted mentally to the endless drudgery of peasant life. Make him a gatherer. Kid read lots of books, clearly able to build things. He built a book fort out of books. That's close enough to crafting for us to not give a shit. Do I need a warrior or do I need a gatherer? Because oh, my cup overfloweth with crafters.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion.
Oh, she's a bit rubbish, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure out something for her to do. Yeah, and that has been the early fucking adventures of... Can I rename that? Because if I can't rename that, I'm going to be easy. I can rename it. I'll call it Flavor Town. There we go. Yeah, that will be the end of episode fucking 1 of Thea. There may be more, there may not be more. It depends on how good Deathwing is, pretty much. If I can't get enough of fucking Deathwing, I'm not coming back. But if I play Deathwing for a bit, I'm like, then more Thea is gonna be in fucking coming. Yeah, and what? Oh no, I tell you what, I'm probably gonna do actually. If you've heard of Dwarves by, I think it's King Art Games, then I would be surprised about myself if I didn't do a full playthrough of Dwarves, because that game looks fucking amazing. That game looks really good. Like, just a very basic kind of RPG about being a fucking dwarf, which are the coolest guys in fantasy, so I don't know why you wouldn't want that. I'm just gonna give her a big sword. And do I have a shield? I have a... yeah, I've got a... fucking wooden arm, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's way too heavy as well. That's a pain. Just wear a shirt, you'll be fine. But yeah, that's where we are at the moment. Looking forward to Dwarves. Of course, Thea's is pretty fucking good, so there's every chance we'll come back to it. Doesn't have an autosave button. But yeah, that's been Thea so far. Pretty fucking interesting. I'm liking the kind of jokey, kind of like easygoing sense of humour actually that this game kind of has about itself. I think it's pretty interesting so far. Yeah, obviously I've not played it a bunch. There are more gods, which presumably increase your number of like options. I don't know to quite the scale that this game like reinvents itself when you have different gods. Like whether you end up, say, playing different, like whether the tech trees are different, whether the kind of characters that you can get are different, I don't know. Yeah, but I will discover that as we go on. It might just be a series of small bonuses, like the like Civ's leaders are. The like races in Civ tend to be like they pare down actually to very like percentile differences rather than a genuine like game-changing kind of crunch-changing situation, which is a bit of a shame, I always thought. But if it turns out to be that, I'm sure there will be like at least one or two things in it that are pretty fucking interesting, because Jesus Christ, the sense of humor at present, the like awareness of what it is and what it's trying to replicate here is like a fantasy kind of Dungeons and Dragons thing. Just the one voice actor who does everything and sometimes does like voices. That's intentional. That has to be like a conscious fucking decision as to like what would be fun. Like what would be fun, not what would be like showy off, what would be special, what would be fancy, what would be fun, what would be entertaining. And that as a focus has never stirred me wrong. I've never played a game that I felt was trying to be enjoyable and engaging and wasn't afraid of looking a bit silly and been like, this isn't good because the guy who is in it is trying to be fun. Like, no, fuck you if you don't like that. That's what good is. That's nothing is ever trying too hard. It's the problem with trying too hard is when you don't fucking succeed. That's a rant for a different day. I've been your host, Luke Mosley. This has been the Hollywood Metal Game 45 minutes. We really need to either I need to start getting paid for those extra 15 minutes, or we need to think up a new name. That's a joke. I'm fine for money. It's cool. It's cool. I don't need to fucking talk about that shit. Hey, so yeah, that will be enough of Thea. Look out! There may be more shit happening. There may be more Thea. There may be a fucking Let's Play of Thea full all the way goddamn through complete. And if that sounds interesting, then feel free to tell me what my goal should be. Tell me what I should work towards. For what purpose should I strive? And with which video game should I strive? Give me focus! Give me guidance, oh Lord! Yeah, and that'll be that. Yeah, and that's the end of the video. You've reached the conclusion, the climax, the end, the egress point, if you will. We are done here, and there is nothing more to say than go away.